What up, y'all? Welcome back. Hold
Four?
on,
Is
episode
it four?
four. Probably five because we recorded episode four, we scrapped it.
We recorded. It's shit. Just shit. You know how? So here's the thing. When you do this for a while or whatnot, you start feeling like, wait a minute, nah, I didn't hit this as much as good as I could
Right.
have. And full disclosure, we not using no editing software, nothing like that. So basically, what you hearing is, it's just pure stepped on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it gets to be like that. Sometimes you be like, you know what? Nah, that ain't it. Let's do this over again. So here we
We're
are.
here.
We
Make
here.
sure
You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
make sure
Like, look,
if you're
we
listening
ain't
to
abandoned
this,
y'all.
if you're listening to this and you're back again and you haven't subscribed, jump down and just hit subscribe real quick. It don't
Just
take
hit
you
the button.
long. It just hit the button and subscribe. Uh, that's it. What's been up? What you been
Look,
up to?
we it's not a damn thing. Monday through Friday, I don't have a life. Friday, we all went to the little tough party. Shout out to
At
Tough.
Heritage.
Yeah, Heretic. Yo,
I had a
I had
good
a good time.
time. I had a
It
good
was a
time.
Let me tell you something. Like my fellow black gays, we really, really, really gotta step it up a little bit. Like the white boys coming for y'all next. Like, god damn, like
you
I hate
know,
to be that guy because because historically I have always been the, pro black gay, but it's like put it
I
like
think what it
this.
is, I think for me, difference I noticed is that like the I really think the music makes the mood different in different settings. Because when we go places in our spots, even if it is like a circuit party, we don't play circuit party music. We still
Yeah.
play the regular trap music and stuff at the circuit party.
You don't want, and see the thing is about circuit parties and circuit like events. The ambiance is the biggest part of it.
Right.
You because motherfuckers in their own drugs and shit like that, and and I'm trying to get into. Put it like this: I'm trying to get to a space in my head where I can go get my dick sucked on the wall by a random motherfucker who I ain't never gonna
Li-
see again in motherfucking life. I
Listen,
can't do that listening to Lil Baby. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was
I gotta
right.
hear a ghostly white woman going,
I was
and
I was off for cocaine Friday night, and I was like, no, thank you.
oh
I
wait, we were standing. What that was it like a little Asian guy?
No, it was a black guy. It was a tall black guy, handsome guy. I was like, no, I don't. And I was
So
like, no, I don't even know what. I've never tried cocaine a day in my life. They
not that
say
bad.
they say it makes you feel the same way as poppers. I don't know. I never find out.
Let me tell
Uh,
you something. You have
I'm
to
just
really
too.
because both of us.
I have an addictive personality. So if I try
Right.
cocaine and I like it, I'm gonna be strong out here.
The thing, both of us, we of the same generation. So we 80s babies and 90s kids.
Right.
Y'all don't understand. Everything was crack to us. If it
Listen.
wasn't alcohol or weed, it was crack. If you did if you smoked your weed out of a pipe instead of a joint, you were doing crack.
You was doing
That's
crack.
that's how we grew up. We grew up in the crack era. So anything over weed is automatically crack. And the most uncool thing you could do when we was in school was be labeled a crackhead. You could do
Right.
all kind of shit. You could not have that crackhead label. That shit stuck. You know what I'm saying?
But
We look
that's
down on that.
But yeah, I can't I'm good on that, y'all. But that was yeah, that was fun. Then we went back again. You didn't go, but me and Jimmy went back again Saturday night. And it was Saturday night, Friday night was the Body Girls, and then Saturday was the Bear Community. And like
Okay.
it wasn't nobody like really, it wasn't as packed as Friday night, but it was a good time, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and that's I don't know, man. I wish, but then what it is all the events are so back to back. Because I'm telling you, people like kind of like myself. I went Friday. I didn't feel like doing nothing Saturday. I don't. My back to back days are over. You get either a Friday out of me or a Saturday. you're not getting no Friday
Listen,
and Saturday in the
that's
streets.
normally listen. That's normally how I am. But I figure let me get out the house or whatever. But I'm normally like that too. I one day out of the week, and it's usually Friday night.
Yeah, because Saturday I be in this bitch in full on barefoot Contessa white old white woman mode. I pour a glass of wine. I roll a J. I be in this bitch, motherfucker. Bitch, I made scallops the other fucking day. I made this motherfucker cooking scallops, listening to
Oh,
the fucking John Coltrane and shit on a
right. They don't need to be in the streets, huh?
hell no. That's why I need to hurry up and get married. Like, nigga, I'm already in this bitch nested by my damn self, feeling sad.
You know, I have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna be getting like booed up here soon. And I feel like what we're about to go through with like this like climate and like politics and everything, I think people
Mhm.
are gonna be searching for a community and not knowing how to say that's what they looking for or that's what they want. But
Absolutely.
everybody's gonna be looking for a community here in these next,
It's
couple
so
years.
funny. It's so funny you said everyone get engaged. I literally was scrolling this morning on Blue Sky and X. I saw literally three different engagements. Shout out to Harlem Jock. Him and his boo, they just got
Him and
engaged.
Buddy,
Huh?
him and Buddy. You talking about him, and
I
Buddy?
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know his
oh,
name.
yeah,
I just had to shout him out. As many nuts as I done busted that man content over the years. I owe him a shout out. But no, shout out to Harlem Jock and Buddy, if that's his name.
yeah.
They got engaged. That shit was dope. I was like, oh, look at that. Listen, it's just it's dope to see it for other people. It's just I still have complex feelings about it my damn self. I'm not one of them. I love people. So I think y'all are weirdos. That's what be fucking y'all niggas too, by the way. Them I
Listen.
love people.
So, would you get married?
You know, if I was with somebody and I cared that much, fuck, damn. Marriage is put it like this, it's a hard sell for me. I'm not gonna say nay or yay, but you would have to pitch that to me really, really, really hard. Like,
Yeah, for me, it would just have to be. I hate to sound like this, but and because that's really to me what marriage is. It's just making it like a business thing. Like if we're gonna be owning shit together,
mm,
we're gonna. I'm not buying a house with nobody I'm not married with. Only one of our names needs
mm.
to be on the deed. But like if we're gonna do things together like financial stuff together, yeah, we need to get married. So,
Yeah, especially at this age, because the thing is, that whole family swoop down shit happens more and more as the older you get. Motherfuckers, so
listen.
many of us die, and family we ain't talked to in years from a whole other city. Here they come to swoop down, and they ready to,
You
just
listen. If we ain't gotta be married, if we're not gonna get married and we're gonna be together a long time, at minimum we gotta go at least get insurance policies on each other.
yeah,
Because
we gotta have some paperwork in place.
I'm not fighting your family for nothing,
Mm-mm.
for
I'm gonna
anything.
shoot. I'm gonna shoot them folk if they walk on my yard. I'm sorry. I promise I'll blow your man and big toe clean the fuck
I will
off.
let them have everything and go cash my insurance policy that I had on your ass and just and call
Listen,
it a day.
I my second relationship. We business closed and shit, but I took out a life insurance policy on his motherfucking ass, listening to my grandmother, and told that motherfucking nigga, you worth more dead than alive. Try me, like.
Oh Lord. Not like that, child. You trying to end up on some podcast, child.
Look, no fucking true crime shit. I ain't gonna embarrass nobody like that. Look at these
Yeah.
fucking punks. They out here trying to kill each other. The damn brakes ain't going out in the car. These motherfuckers trying to kill each other for 100,000. Nah, we ain't
Yeah.
gonna do all that.
But
But
yeah, it has to be a business decision, and but some
but
people
that's what
think
marriage was always intended to be, though.
that's what it is. It makes it. I hate to sound like this, but marriage, for me, it makes splitting up easier. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody, the courts would say this, and we go our separate
Mm-hmm.
ways. I'm not going to be arguing with you about anything or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. The judge is going to tell everybody what they get, and that's going to be
That's it. That's all it needs to be.
it.
Because what it is, I've said it plenty of times. marrying for love to me is not a smart thing to
It's
do.
not enough.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. Love, especially like here's it. Love is cool and all that. When your heart fluttering all the time, that's when when you're young. When you're young, that's what that time is for. At this point in my life, I cannot base sound decisions on whether or not a nigga is tickling my goddamn tailbone the right way one particular day. You
Because
know
to
what
be
I'm
honest with
saying?
you, for me, I don't. This may sound. Some people may not catch this, but it's like love to me is not this serious emotion. Like love is
It's
very
not.
simple. It's not deep. It's not based on time. It's not, it's just it's very simple. And I think we put too much into that. Like
Them niggas
uh
who be wearing the pants with their ankles showing all the fucking time, they love to get up there and be fake deep about, I found my twin flame. I was so cold in the world, and here you come. You my big, I'm your big, and we're alike together. Man, shut the fuck up.
love
Like,
is so love is so it's so easy, it's so simple. It's like you can
they
like
make it so fucking
and like
complicated.
love is not. I mean, I guess they think they make it means like a lot, and I think it does. But I think you can like it don't take much to love somebody or to know that you love somebody. And I think people get scared of when somebody say they love somebody or something. They think that, oh my God, that's such a deep thing, but it's not that deep to me.
So it's I literally was having this conversation Monday with my friend Mark Wiss. I'm gonna say your name right on the show, bitch. But I was having this conversation with him Monday. The thing about me is when everybody be talking about all that shit, I mean, I'm sitting here, I would love to know what that feels like. The problem with me is I don't know how. People don't understand me when I tell them, like, I literally don't know how to have that emotion that makes me feel like I want to run in front of 18 wheeler for your motherfucking ass. Like, how do you feel that shit? I
You will
don't
find it.
understand it.
You will
Huh?
find it. I've only had it once before, but you'll find it. It'll come.
Listen,
It's
hopefully,
scary. It's scary to know that you
ugh,
are like it's to know like what you capable of doing for this person and what you will do for this person. It's scary a little bit.
listen, because I in my mind I got to think about the days that are gonna come when I'm gonna not want to fuck you anymore, and that's gonna be like a big move. That's gonna be an issue for me. Like one day I'm gonna look at you like, damn, nigga, you just don't have that glow no more. Like
So here's the deal. I don't think every time that's one thing I judge like get into a relationship on. If I can't see myself like being attracted to you like forever or seeing myself being
mm,
turned on sexually for you to you forever, like I'm not gonna enter the situation with you. Like I have to see that.
yeah. And then, and I get the last issue, I guess. Listen, one thing, I I am very admitted and open about who and what I am and how I move in these streets in my life.
Mhm.
And for some reason, people who feel the same way I feel, they don't like dating each other. Like hoes do not like dating each other.
They
Like
don't. They like to date
hoes
innocent
cannot
people.
stand dating each other. Me, I'm sitting up here, I'm like, bring me all the niggas of ill repute and loose moral fiber. Bring them all to me.
And
That's what I'm looking
innocent
for.
and innocent boys act like they don't like the hoes, but we'll talk
Right.
we'll talk about that later.
But I'm gonna talk about these straight people and wear them out real quick. But the first thing I really want to get into, so this happened about I think last week sometime. But long story short, there was a black man and a white woman who were in a relationship, and they had been in a relationship for some years. I mean, they've been together for a minute. But long story short, she came home after the club one night at 5 o'clock in the morning. She said she was cleaning her gun. Her gun went off and shot her boyfriend in the head and killed him. So, we all up here, everybody, you hear the first part of the story, we all like, oh, fuck this rag ass all white bitch. She gonna fucking kill our black king and da 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 da. And that whole conversation started happening. Then his cousin who fucked it up. So his cousin came on and did a GoFundMe like, yo, this girl, she's the sheriff's daughter. They haven't even charged her yet, blah, 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 blah. Then, so, of course, black women being black women, they was getting ready to mobilize once again to save the world once again. But somebody dug them old tweets up. Y'all got to start deleting tweets. That
Yes.
motherfucker said he would fuck a white dog before he fuck a black woman. And not only that, I'm talking about he had a history. He called himself the white girl something, basically a mandingo, whatever. But he when I tell you this was the most.
He was it was just overboard. He made his whole personality dating, his whole digital footprint is like hating black women and
And
like
dating white women.
talking about white women. It was like it was just so weird. You know, and not just him, like when people do that and it's like, what happened? I think I know. I think what it is, in my opinion, and from the a couple of cases that I've seen personally, it's like black people from a certain age, I guess, um,
Mhm.
and then from a certain age and from certain like areas and certain backgrounds, they grew up in in a space where like whiteness was boosted.
Absolutely.
Whiteness was put on like above, like as it was like better than, and it was something to
Hell
aspire
yeah.
to. Just with some people simple things by saying, oh, we're gonna go over here to the to the white folks grocery store. Like little hearing little stuff like that is really really bad for like black kids because
I literally grew up in that house. That's why, like me and my people, we have such a disconnect for a lot of reasons. But one of them was, I tell you, I grew up in a house where blackness really wasn't celebrated like that. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like it was always like you said, we let's go to the gotchas down. White people shop there. We don't want to go over here to
right,
Bon Marché. That's where the niggas that fucked that up. That sentiment was real prevalent in the house where I grew up. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
And it's just like,
And hearing that like over time and like looking at like when we was growing up like TV and stuff, it was just all white
mhm,
stuff and white people and families and stuff like that, and a lot of people picked that stuff up, and a lot of black people like
yeah.
thought that that was like the goal, and they really do think that they got something in another race, and it's
And
like that's the saddest ones to me.
here's the thing about that too. If that sentiment that you just that we just detailed just now,
Mhm.
literally it didn't end till like 2015.
Oh
All them
no,
niggas was still on that white is right shit up until Solange put out a seat at the table. That's when all you new niggas discovered, hey, I'm black. And then y'all start doing goof ass shit like fucking what that fuck ass show I can't stand with all the biracials in college. Dear white people. Y'all start doing
oh
shit
my
like that.
god,
Let me tell you something. The fucking pathway from niggas in the 90s and 2000s who looked at whiteness as something to aspire to the niggas who have trap brunch. It's literally a pathway to that because that's who do shit like that. Trap brunch, trap yoga. It's
yeah.
we're dealing with a whole generation of young black people who really didn't discover and really touch their blackness until like they was like late teens, early
I
20s.
would say for a lot of people, it was when Trayvon Martin died.
Oh yeah, then that was when the I am not my ancestors blacks. That's when they come in. You know what I'm
I
saying?
fucking let me just let it
I
be
can't stand
known. I fucking hate that when they say that shit. That is my I cannot stand a person that says that I'm not my ancestors bullshit. Like
I will
it's the
say this.
most disrespectful shit.
I will say this, that particular that demographic. So at this point, they're like late 20s now, because that was like an early 20s thing for them when they would be well, I say 30s, mid 30s. Because yeah, that was those kids like in their 20s and college. I'm not I'm Coretta Scott and Cardi B, the t-shirt blacks. Them, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
They
the t-shirt blacks.
Yes, they are not. They were also the niggas who started doing trap brunch and non-trap karaoke and all that kind of stuff like that. They also it's that same demographic doing these fucking videos. I don't know if you've seen them. It's these DJ sets. and the DJ sets are always in like somebody's kitchen or a laundry room or something. And it's a bunch
Everybody
of
just looks so like they're not having a genuinely good times, like it's for the camera.
yo, that shit looks so creepy. And it's all them septum piercing blacks. And they in there dancing on different beats. And they do these trash ass transitions. I heard one today, like, how you cut Faith Evans into like fucking you cut
Not the
Faith
Seth
Evans into
Pearson
like Gym
blacks.
Clan heroes, and y'all when that bitch going up like that shit. They all making that stupid face.
And you know what else? Who they are? What the same demographic? It's the same demographic that's always online talking about therapy.
The therapy blacks, I'm telling you,
The
y'all
therapy
was
blacks.
wearing me out over the fucking
Hold on.
pandemic.
The therapy blacks. I'm not talking about people who just simply go to therapy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who like the therapy
They
blacks
make
are
it a
like
personality.
th- they make it their personality, and it's like, and what I've noticed, those be some of the worst people you would ever meet.
They be awful people. Anytime you meet a motherfucker using therapy session language in every fucking day talk,
Mhm.
like there's no reason that triggered and what's another one they love? Like triggered fucking
Trauma.
trauma. These
All this.
words should
Listen,
not exist outside of a therapist's couch. But y'all motherfuckers just be peppering them into everyday language. Oh no, don't give me the chips and sauce over there. That's traumatizing.
it's
My mama
one.
threw a glass at me when I was a kid, and I ain't
It's
been right since. Like y'all
it's
just be dropping that shit. Like that language belongs in the therapy room.
it's a black gay therapist online. He always going viral for some bullshit. He got a septum piercing. That's what made me think about him. You probably know who I'm talking about, and y'all probably know who I'm talking about.
Innocent blacks, man. I can't fuck with them.
What's so bad about it? He is so fond of me, but he's just so draining. Like I couldn't see like who dates that. Okay, but anyways, let me stop.
But therapy is legit a scam at this point because now all you doing is just paying a bitch to sit and listen to Gia Scott and Erica Badu all day. They're supposed to tell you exactly. That's all you paying for. Like
Therapy
it just be fake deep motherfuckers.
therapy is a industry, and the product is therapy sessions, and you have to remember that when you are like looking for when you're looking for a therapist, and when when you want to go to therapy and all that stuff, like keep in mind it is an industry, and this therapy sessions is the product they slang it.
That one therapist I had, that nigga, he dropped me. And I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to get help from you. We was doing, see, I didn't realize he was straight. So the thing he looked gay. That was his fault. But anyway, I was in the
Oh,
market for a gay therapist. And so, but he was straight. So around the second session, I guess he threw it in there that he was straight. I'm like, okay, well, cool. I'm gay. He said, well, yeah, no, that's not a problem. We talk about. So we went for about 2 months
hmm
every week, we was having but we wasn't really talking about nothing. So then one day he decides, he's like, okay, well, let's really get into, I'm like, okay, well, what you want to talk about? He says, well, it seems that, sex is kind of a part of your life, y'all, and talk about that with me. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I do enjoy the company of dicks every now and then, I mean, more than most. And we actually started talking. He was asking me questions. So you know
yeah.
me, I'm telling him the answers. By the time we got to the end part, I'm sitting up and saying, yeah, I had the nigga bent over, I had his nuts holding from the baby. Whoa, okay. From that point on, the sessions went from every week to every 2 weeks, once a month. Then all of a sudden he ghosted me. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Hey, nigga, if you
Mm,
couldn't handle talking about this, you should have told me something.
yeah. Ain't no telling what was going on with that.
But yeah, but anyway, old boy, going all the way back to old boy, keep it a white woman. I say this: the cousin, that was some fuck shit. You knew how your cousin felt about our community, especially our women, and you sat up here and tried to do the whole funeral hustle, and it was just like yo, that took some balls. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
They tried to put the kids in it. Like, he was saying that they're gonna need help, like taking care of those kids because you know damn well her white family ain't finna take in them the kids.
Did you see the picture where they airbrushed her?
Hell,
The baby
fuck,
was floating in mid-air.
fuck them.
Oh my God. Let me see. Shit. Well, since we hit this dark, well, no, we ain't gonna do. No, we gotta write this back up. Um, what happened with your boy, your
Who?
friend, your fave, Keith Lee?
Oh, listen,
He been
y'all.
over there. He been over there in England tearing the people up. I do want to say one quick thing though before because I know you had a word in your spirit about Keith. One quick thing. Y'all acting like y'all don't know English food is nasty. All you motherfuckers from across the pond, every day is a video of y'all having a spiritual experience to Popeyes on YouTube. Y'all got tears in your eyes. You ain't never tasted the blend of herbs and peppers and seasonings and spices like that. But y'all want to get on here and pretend like y'all food ain't nasty as fuck. But and get mad
Exactly.
when other people say that it's nasty as fuck.
And for everything that you just said, that's why Keith Lee is a stunt queen. Because why would you go over there knowing all this? I mean, I get it. My thing with Keith Lee, I just want everybody just to accept that Keith Lee is a content creator, and it's about just pumping out content first and take it as that, and just he's just eating fried foods in cars, like just like it's not even like nothing to be. But they act like he's this. I don't know, and it's
He,
like,
he
it,
is
but
not. He is nobody's food critic. And here's the thing: if he would have just stayed at the level of going around to the mom and pops, eating a lemon pepper wing and calling it a life, niggas prepared him for that. I don't even think he was going for that.
I'm not a hater. But
Mhm.
I'm not a hater. It's not even a but. I'm not a hater. When I noticed that Keith Lee was like full of shit when he went to Atlanta, and specifically when he went to Old
Old
Lady
lady.
Gang, Candy's restaurant. So Old Lady Gang is basically a tourist attraction in Atlanta. It's like,
Mhm.
I mean, all the people who watch Bravo or whatever come there for to go to their restaurant or whatever, you know. So
But
whatever.
once you put it like that, it makes me understand it in a whole. I look at it different. I see where you went when you said it was a tourist attraction. Okay, that's tough.
It's a tourist attraction basically, and they told him on the phone. Basically, they didn't say it because it's a tourist attraction, but basically because they have so much traffic, people come from out of town or whatever. They focus on dining in only on the weekends, so
Mhm.
they don't be fucking around with to goes and call in orders and all that stuff. And so they told him that over the phone, and so he still decides to go, and he goes to the restaurant and acts surprised that they told him what they told him on the phone before he went. And I'm like, did nobody else catch what happened? What just happened? Like, am I the only one that just saw what happened?
What?
Everybody else was just eating it up.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you what got the one because I don't have a feeling about him one way or the other. But the one time I did look at him funny in the light when he did that tipping shit with them food trucks. Do you remember that?
Hold on. That was in Dallas.
That was it. Oh, that was oh what? Oh
So
shit!
so when he and that lady food truck got she ended up closing her food truck down, and her food truck was doing just fine before Keith Lee came.
Wow.
That was the one when it was just a bunch of bullshit. He went to the thing, right? He went to the food truck or whatever. And then it was somebody started cutting hair in a parking lot, and he gave some money to the lady for the food truck instead of giving the money to the man who was he
And
wanted to,
told her to disperse the money.
which was just stupid. It was just that made no
Right.
sense. It was just
You could have
very
just
stunt
you could have
queenish.
just went to the guys like, hey yo, here a
Not only
stack.
that, hold on. He didn't tell the woman directly. He told somebody to tell somebody to tell the lady. And so she was like, and the owner was like, Keith Lee ain't tell me to give nobody no
And they
nigga.
harassed that woman. I'm
Keith
talking
Lee ain't
about
told me to give nobody no woman, no man, no money that's cutting hair in no fucking parking lot. I don't
they
own no parking lot. Like, what is he like? What's going on?
they dragged her. I'm talking about for days.
And they say,
You trying to keep all the fucking money.
and they act like, you know, they do like his fans are so like negative and so vicious and stuff, and to claim like his brand is positive, and it's not. It's very low key messy, and which I'm okay with that. Like, just be call it what it is. Like when he went to
You know who I feel? You know who I feel that way about a little bit?
who was that?
I, and, and I almost feel bad for saying it, but like I low key feel that way about Auntie Tabitha. Something just ain't curling all the way over, man.
Yeah, listen,
Something is just
girl, she could
I
take her Afro pick in shape cutting boards and get the hell out of here.
I don't
Listen.
know, man. I'm not buying it. I am not buying it. Tabitha looks like she fights. I know a woman who fights. When I be looking at her eyes, she looks like she has absolutely used a Hennessy bottle as a club before. She has done it. I see it in her eyes. Any
That in
women,
her
whenever
eyes.
women start with that sweet baby shit, that sweet baby,
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny though.
Yes.
But yeah, and like when he went to the Bay Area or something, he went to some mom and pop restaurant. He has a seafood allergy. And then he ate some seafood at a mom and pop place that told him that they couldn't promise him that nothing is cross contaminated. He ate it anyway and got sick. And then he made a video about being sick and how this restaurant got him sick and how the Bay Area is a whole bunch of homeless people. And he was recording like the homeless people on the
Oh,
street and stuff and
damn.
saying how like this is not a good place to come do a video at. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I'm glad you say his brand is missing.
It's
It's like,
messy.
but if he would embrace it wholeheartedly, like but some people, I mean, but Messi wouldn't look good on him. He's short with a big booty. Like he gonna look like one of the fucking the bad boys guys. Like, and he already can fight. So like yeah no. A, 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 a messy big booty light skinned nigga with dreads come popping off at you. This shit is my dick hard. Let me stop. You better
I'm
get your
not
ass
fucking
over
with
here.
you. What
Yeah,
else
go
we talking about today?
yeah.
I'm done talking about Keith Lee.
Oh my God. Okay. Let me see. It's pretty dark from here. Let's just go ahead and let's do the RIPs and get the acknowledge the dead. I want to send we want to send RIPs out to Roberta Flack, Chris Jasper, founder member of the Eisner Brothers, Michelle Trachtenberg. I'm sure I butchered that last name, but she was done on Buffy. She was 39 years old, died for she had issues and whatnot. Um, Angie Stone.
Angie
So
Stone.
Angie Stone was one of those, and it sucks to say this, like you didn't realize how much of her music you went up for, or how big she actually was in the space she was in until you found out that she passed. Like, damn, not because my mama hit me up, and my mama is not a big, like
Yeah, I'm gonna follow
yeah,
music. Okay.
yeah, my music stops with my mom around 1990.
Yeah,
So when she hit me up, it was like, Angie Stone passed away. I'm like, oh yeah, damn, but yeah, that was so sad. Like that
that
took
was
me
sad.
that hit me a little bit. Damn, let me see. Gene Hackman. I
It
have
ain't happening.
questions. Gene, first of all, I didn't know Gene Hackman was 95 years old. Like, like
Hmm.
but Gene Hackman, legendary actor, he's been like, I, he's one of those people that you've seen a movie with him in it. whether he wanted to
Right.
or not.
Right.
He was they were him and his wife and one of their dogs was found dead after 10 days. Apparently, they had been dead for 10 days.
Oh, it's 10 days. Wow.
Yeah, I literally just found out. I'm like, what? They saying that it's initially they were like, well, it's a natural cause. So I'm like, how? A man, a woman, and a dog. The dog died of malnutrition, but they had the dog in the cage, and so the dog couldn't eat, and
Oh,
that's why the dog died.
in 10 days, yeah, the dog will die. Yeah.
Because they had, I think they had two other dogs, and they were alive.
Because
But
they were in the cage.
huh?
They weren't in the cage, the other
No, they
dog.
was they were
So they probably found some. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that shit like if I hear that, my thing, I'm rounding everybody up who's in the wheel. Like, yo, what's good? Because they ruled out carbon monoxide. I'm like, so y'all
What could have
just
happened? I mean, but shit, people in the wheel, it shouldn't be nobody. If I, so I guess this goes back to what we was talking about earlier in community. If I would hope, like, that's one thing I think about, like getting old and things like that, and not having like a family and kids and stuff like that. Now, this doesn't make me I don't care about it enough to make me want to have a family. But I do think about like, if something was to happen to me in my house, like, damn, 10 days, I would want somebody to find me before 10 days.
what's so crazy is it's so funny. That that whole scenario was such a reality for us, especially as black gay men. You know what I'm saying? Like I say,
Hmm.
more of us have kids these days than not. But
Right.
a lot of us don't have
Right.
kids. We not married. We don't live close to our families. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And next thing you know, motherfucker done conked out in the damn apartment and the dog in there eating their fucking face. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody, like I would hope that
Yep.
people love me enough to call and check on me like, every day or some shit like that. Like, hey,
Right. When I
if you
get
ain't
that
heard from
age,
me in 2 or 3
it's
days, come
somebody,
kick this door
or if
in.
not, y'all better team up and find somebody that's like,
Listen, come kick this motherfucker in and yo, come get me, cause like I'll be damned. But if something was to happen like that, Herb and burn me up. Somebody get my phone. They don't get my phone. Do a hard reset on that bitch and burn it. I'm so fucking serious. Don't let my mama, none of them get my goddamn phone. I will not embarrass the people like that. Literally,
the
ain't nothing in
deal.
my phone but some some
I think,
bullshit.
I think that if I was murdered in some way, if I was to be murdered and they need to get in my phone and because it will like help them solve my murder, absolutely get
Mhm.
into it.
Oh yeah, in that case, but at that point, it's just like, y'all, all I can ask you to do is not go through. Don't go through the photo gallery. You ain't got nothing to go through the
I
photo
don't give a fuck.
gallery.
Nigga, please. If I'm dead, I don't give a fuck about what niggas doing out here on earth. Y'all go through that shit if y'all want
Oh
to.
my god! Like, listen, I still don't scroll on people's phones. Like somebody, I don't be wanting to touch your phone. Just show me hold your phone because I don't want to accidentally scroll and see like
Listen,
everybody got new.
it's two things that I do not do. Like, I feel like I'm violating you if I do it. That's going through your phone and parking in your driveway. I do not park. Even if you tell me to park in your driveway, I'm not parking in your driveway. I'm gonna park on the street. I
It
cannot.
feels real intimate.
I think
Now,
it comes from like growing up. I wasn't allowed to park in the driveway. Like
even
it was
like
for people who pay bills. Like that's what the driveway
yeah,
is for.
even if it's like a 2 or 3 car driveway, I don't want to park in your driveway because for me that implies intimacy that shouldn't be there.
It's
Why
for
why
people
am
who
I parked right next to you in the carport? Why
my
am I
folks used to say the driveway is for people who pay bills. I'm not.
listen?
I'm not.
I feel much more comfortable getting out and being rained on a little bit. That way, I feel like I've heard like I don't want to park in your driveway. No, I feel I get it.
But some people will pull up in folks' driveway. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you pull up in driveway like that? You dripping
What's the most
oil and shit in these people's driveway. Like,
what's
park
the
your
most What's the
huh?
most super familiar shit? like, let's say a hookup. Let's say you brought this nigga back to the crib. You already know him like that. What's some familiar shit he'll do that'll really piss you off? Like, nah, bro, we like just in that scenario.
Familiar things. Oh, that's a good question. I don't really like. Yeah. Oh, I can't really say.
I got one off the
What
top of
is
my
it?
head. It was this nigga. We went on a date.
Uh huh.
The day was cool. It was actually a cool date. You know what I'm saying? He's attractive. He's an attractive dude, but I wasn't really feeling him like that. You know what I'm saying? But me being tender dick, that's my issue in life. I have no impulse of brought him back to the crib. We did the praise dance together, and then he left. And so the next day he came back and he did it. We did it again. Woo, woo, this, that, the third, and he stayed over. I told you a few episodes ago. If y'all was paying attention a few episodes ago, that I have a bad habit of boyfriending with niggas by accident. I don't know. I'm a cuddly motherfucker. But anyway, I noticed he left a toothbrush one day. It was a toothbrush in the bathroom that wasn't mine. I'm like, this ain't my toothbrush, and I ain't clean no shoes. So what the fuck? What is this? So I threw it in the trash. And so he came. So a couple of days later, he came back. He stayed the night again. And he walked out the bathroom looking like with a crazy look on his face. I paid attention to the look, but I ain't inquire. I just thought, well, maybe
Right.
maybe something hit the back of his tongue wrong. I don't know. He was mad because his toothbrush wasn't there, so he came over again. This time, this motherfucker brought another toothbrush, and
Oh
I'm
no.
like, okay, now he trying me. So I
Right.
threw that toothbrush away too. And so the thing was, we never talked about it. He would just notice that I threw the toothbrush away, and a few days later, the next week, he come back and have another toothbrush. I threw like 5 toothbrushes away before I finally got the nigga away from you. Like,
I think. I think one thing that you had me thinking, something that happened one time that turned me off was a dude was fucking with my thermostat. And I was like, I do not know you. Like, I mean, we don't have that type of like. I don't.
I wouldn't dare go touch nobody's fucking thermostat, man.
That's like I don't know. Like that was
That's
like
top activity. Like
that was
you,
really
that,
like weird to me. Like, what are you doing? Like,
that's
why are
like
you touching? Are you finna pay this bill? That's what you
that,
mean?
that's you to do some dick activity. To be honest, like you can't even go touch my thermostat after you done bottom for me. Like if you bottom, you can't go touch the thermostat. I'm sorry, you might go get a glass of water. Like nigga, you only get to
Hey,
touch the
don't come in
thermostat
here
if you
touching
top.
my thermostat.
Like that, no, you don't do some. This ain't the time. I'll tell the story way another time. But I do have a story about somebody who came to somebody's house and made toast. I ain't talking about toast. I'm talking about this motherfucker put butter on bread and dug and got a skillet from under the cabinet and toasted the bread like that randomly.
Mm-mm.
You randomly make skillet toast in somebody's house. The nigga was from the country though. Shout out to Bastrop. Um,
I don't know. Don't get comfortable. Like if it's just a hookup. Like I really keep like that. Like I'm really intentional on that. Like um, it's some people prefer to like after a hookup just to leave and go home or whatever. Like I mean that's cool, whatever. But it's only a few people who like I will like if I know I just only want sex with you, like we're doing the do within minutes of you coming into my door, and you're leaving within minutes of we're being done. Like I keep that really, and I don't really like open up myself and like show my personality and stuff to like hookups, and like and it's why it's like sometimes it's like people who I hook up with, they just only know one side of me, and they just think that I'm just like I guess I don't know just
this, this
I mean
all this nigga want to do is fuck me.
just because all you know is sex doesn't mean don't believe that doesn't mean that's all I am. Like I think that and I feel like I've made like some relationships with people in that way that's all they know about me, and so they try to guess the other parts of me, and that like leads to like bad things between us.
I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe I need a little bit of that because, like I said, a nigga come over here and then next thing you know, we done fucked. I'm smoking. We look. I go in there and cook randomly. That's what it
Listen,
be. That's what it be. I keep forgetting. Cooking, niggas see cooking and see. I don't attach
you
intimacy to
cannot
everything.
cook for everybody. That is that is a very that's a strong gesture for me.
Really? So that's the thing with me. I don't like
It's
as I said, I don't
it's an
attach
intimate
intimacy to
gesture.
everything. So it's like I just gotta throw something together because I was hungry and you happened to be here. I didn't want to be rude. I'm like, hey,
That's I
you
guess
want something?
so. I mean, you know, you're right. I guess there's nothing wrong with enjoying people company. I guess I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like if
I
you
just I, listen,
people
but
shouldn't take that there. I mean, as long as I guess some people really do will take that as like that doesn't happen anymore. You remember back in the day when we used to go like just chill over people's house. Like I mean, it didn't have to be
yo, we really did used to do that.
everything didn't have to be spending money. Like we would just go chill over people's house or whatever. So I do get that where that's coming from. So yeah, I get that now. Yeah.
Listen,
But
but
like but a person who didn't, they would take that as like being like, oh, he cooking for me. Ooh,
right. And
like
it's never that with me. Like I'm not no ceremonial nigga. Like shit like that kind of don't do like you know what I'm saying. Like even if I'm in a relationship with a motherfucker, I know me. If I was proposed to a nigga, it'd be along some lines like some shit where he ain't going nowhere, huh? Okay, well, I went and got this. I think it should fit. It's a ring and go on your fucking finger. You know, I love you. Like that literally be a proposal from me. I don't know. I don't know how to be, this grandiose motherfucker.
yes, please don't be grandiose proposing to me,
Like
child, because I'll probably take off running. Like, do not propose to me in public. I take off running. My
so,
anxiety couldn't take that.
yo, dude, we two. Here's the thing, and again, this may sound other gays
Here's the
don't
deal.
like what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
mind like public affection and stuff like that, but like do not propose to me
No,
in public. I would take off running.
because my
What were you
thing
saying?
is this. I understand we not supposed to think this way, but dog, we both got hair on our fucking back. You know what I'm saying? Combined, we lay in the bed, we are a combined weight total of a quarter ton. You getting on your fucking knees and grabbing my hand tenderly, that does not look, it just objectively does not look good. It looks crazy. Your big ass sitting down there talking about something. You are the light of my life. What you meant?
The
Yo,
optics
get the
do
fuck up out
matter.
your
Like
fucking knee on this damn street.
the optics do matter. So like, yeah, the optics do matter. But it's just like
Fuck.
I know for me, I just don't like. I don't really like attention. I mean, I know that may sound
I
crazy.
don't like
Somebody, this
attention.
is somebody who does like podcasting and stand up comedy and everything. Like I don't like attention, good or bad. So it's
I'm a
like
Leo, and people think I'm supposed to love attention. I tell people all the time, I'm not an introvert because I think that's lame to say, but I am not the life of the party. I'm
right,
not that guy.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like do not propose to me in public. Catch me in the shower like a normal motherfucker and just reach in there like, hey, I want to spend my life with you. Hand me that toothbrush over there. Some shit like that would actually mean so fucking much to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear what you're saying. What
but
are we talking about today?
anyway, I'm glad we got some laughs in because it's about to get dark. All right. February 27th. What was that? Was that the week? Today the 5th.
It's like a Thursday, I think.
Yeah, so February 27th, down in my hometown, my neck of the woods, shout out to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at Southern University. A young man, I want to say his name and give him all the honor and respect we possibly can, Caleb Wilson, um, was pledging Omega Psi Phi. So and this is real time how we got it. That what was that? Friday was a pledge dies. A young man pledged to make sacrifice has died in a brick park on Baton Rouge, park and whatnot. So everyone's initial reaction, was, like, damn, this is fucked up. Hazing, these fraternities, blah, 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 this, that, other. This shit gets worse and worse and worse by the day. So after this, we find what we know now. We know that there were 9 pledges involved in an unsanctioned. That word bothers me for some reason. I'll get into that later. That particular word really bothers me. It was at a warehouse off campus. Apparently, this event was not supposed to happen or whatnot. This, that, and the third. They were taken to this warehouse, punched in the chest repeatedly. He collapsed, had a seizure, he died. So we was like, oh damn, that's extra fucked up. Now we really at outrage. Then comes the fact that they lied about where he died at. They say he died in the park. No, they lied about him dying in the park. He ended up eventually getting to the hospital. Then they come back to corroborate a story about what happened. It's a clusterfuck. What you got?
it's 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 really sad, like, and it's sad that it's still happening in like 2025. That's the whole thing. Like, this is like not supposed to be happening anymore. Like, it's just, I didn't hear, going to an HBCU. I was never really interested. Not even really. I wasn't interested in a fraternity. It was just not really. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't. It's different at different campuses at different schools, but the the guys who pledged, like, who joined fraternities, wasn't like really necessarily the cool guys, like, on campus,
Never.
like you think that is like how that's supposed to go. So it wasn't like, and that's what makes it so crazy. It's like, these is some whack ass niggas, like, killing people.
When I was because I didn't go to college right out of high school, but I was always up there on Southern campus because I sold weed. No, but it was always the dweebs, And again, I don't want to paint these organizations with a broad brush because we all know different Greeks and a lot of I've met a lot of cool Greeks. So I don't like again. I don't want to paint everybody with a broad brush, but for the most part, yeah, these were the dweebs. These was, they wasn't bitch niggas. I ain't gonna say they was bitch niggas or nothing like that, but what it was just they was the good boys. You know
I
what I'm
guess
saying?
that, and HBCU, it just was like, you it's already black. So you don't have to, like, join a fraternity to
Right.
find brotherhood. Maybe at a white university,
Right.
I totally understand, like, joining a fraternity. I get it. But in HBCU, it just, for me, it would just never. It was like, for what? You could
It be a
find
lot of times it be some elitist shit. You know what I'm saying?
you could find brotherhood everywhere, all over the campus.
Because to be honest, I don't give a fuck who. I ain't gonna say I don't give a fuck who I offend, but if I offend you, I'm sorry. Like alphas, how many times have we had conversations with alphas and you just leave that conversation like, oh, this is the most draining nigga I've ever met in my life. This is the most self-important fucking fucking
Listen,
cad from fucking accountant ass nigga I've ever met in my life.
it really is. It is not just. It's not just the fraternities and sororities that are like hazing. It's like all these auxiliary as organizations, the
The band.
band, the fucking any type of organization really be trying to haze people to get into it, and that's why I like.
Motherfuckers, the damn the thespian society out here beating people ass. Like,
That's why.
and here's the thing.
Uh,
Here's my thing. How the fuck are all y'all getting to college and wanting to be tough? That's one of the first places I've arrived. We gonna talk about this in a minute. That's one of the first places I arrived with this. It's too many of y'all wanting to get in college where you're paying for this education, y'all own grants, y'all own student loans, all that kind of shit. Your mama picking up extra shifts for your motherfucking ass to be here. You came from a good house, you came from a two-parent home, y'all had Pop Tarts with the icing. Then all of a sudden, you want to get your motherfucking ass to this high institution of learning, this historically black institution, and you want to turn it into a fucking thug. What the fuck is that? You
They
want to
do
beat
it.
people now?
I've seen it. I've seen it
I
happen.
never see it. The same thing go. This is on a tangent, I know, but same thing with you athlete niggas, you NBA players, you NFL players. Y'all want to be the fucking. Y'all want to. What his name? What the commercial was? Charles Chaz. Started with a C.
I have no idea. I
Kevin.
have no idea.
I
Oh,
think it was a commercial back then. I think it was a Madonna commercial. Look at Calvin. He getting good grades. He did that. You've been Calvin all your fucking life. All of a sudden, you want to get drafted. Now you want to be out here fucking getting pulled over with fucking pistols and fucking coke and sniffing fucking damn powder off bitches' titties and shit like that. Like,
I seen like it be. I never understood like those type of guys that come to college and they be like these thug guys. And being a marketing major, like a lot of them like come to school and they don't know like what they're gonna major in, and like business is kind of like the default major.
yeah.
So like I would see them all the time in my classes. And that's why like all the lower level business classes have be like 100, 200 people in them, because it's like the default major that people be like, I don't know what I'm a major in. And so I used
Niggas
to
that
see
took they
like
fucking refund checks
the
and bought
type you talking
ribs.
about, the type you talking about, yeah, I've pulled a few trade like that, like through the business, college of business. Like
And that's the other thing. We,
all the trade being the college
I
of
promise you,
business.
we gonna get to the meat of this, but we got to get this shit off. Let me tell you something. I get so tired of D9 fraternities doing this whole thing because I saw somebody express that on the timeline talking about this. They they be talking about something along the lines they was doing fruity gay shit or something like that. I'm like, do y'all not understand? Fraternity D9 fraternities ain't nothing but houses for DL niggas. The same way the Bush Queens got House of Extravaganza, House of
uh,
Evangelista, the,
That's
the, the, the,
I
the
have
House
never
of
thought about it
Omega.
like that, but it
Uh,
absolutely is. It
it, it,
absolutely is.
the fucking step shows is balls. They're balls. Y'all, the only thing y'all not doing is dips. Y'all swinging canes. Y'all got props. You know what I'm saying? You got a nigga walking a realness category. They're balls. The sorority girls, they get involved. Them the film queens. These
I
are
have
literally.
not.
Let me tell you something. Ballroom culture, fraternity culture, black church culture. All three are the fucking same.
Oh Lord, let's not
They're
start there.
all
But
three the same.
to touch on that real quick, to touch on like the gay aspect of it, like I've always like it's always been weird for weird when I see like gays. Now, it ain't weird, but like some of the gays and fraternities, I guess it matters on the chapter that you're in. Like especially when I see a lot of gay men, they do grad chapter. Like they do it after they graduate. They do the graduate chapter. And it's like,
Mhm.
why do you still want to be a part of something that didn't accept you when you was an undergrad to do it?
Because it gives them access to their type of men. That's what it is. And again,
That's
I'm
what
not
it
even
is.
joking with that. These motherfuckers, like, do you know how many fraternity themed sex parties I've been to?
You know
Motherfucker, I
what?
took.
You know what? You know what? You are right, because the everybody I know four guys that has gone grad in different organizations, and they're all are like extreme whores.
Let me tell you something. Do you know how many omegas I have had sex with? I say it a lot because it's the truth, because they my favorite. That's why it sucks talking about this. Them, I love them motherfuckers. I praised them on one episode a few episodes back. I have had sex with a lot of cubes. I have had sex with a lot of sigmas. I have had sex with a few alphas. I had sex with two Kappas and it was terrible both times. Nobody, no, I respect myself too much to have sex with an iota, but fucking,
Oh wow.
they, it, these, so when they go doing it, these organizations are literally overrun with gay men. So y'all can cut that shit out. But the sentiment that's really been annoying me the most about this whole fucking thing, hate when people who not Greek talk about Greek shit. Somebody fucking died.
Died. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Nobody give a fuck about what the
Nobody
fuck
gives
you
a
say
fuck about y'all steps.
about that
Nobody gives a fuck
organization,
about the
about y'all
inner
doing
workings
y'all
of your
little
organization.
yeah, y'all doing y'all little canned food drive one time a year, and yeah, y'all trash pickup on side the road one time a year, please. Get the fuck out of here.
Because that's my thing. Where y'all really at in the community? You know, you want to function in this clandestine way within the community, but you know what I'm saying. We're not supposed to talk by your actions a member of said community is gone. That's bullshit. But he knew what he was signing up for. Nobody signs up to die to wear letters. Come on, man. You know
Listen,
what I'm saying? It's just I just seen too many I've seen too many D9 members be wildly insensitive about this.
listen. I'm not gonna. I have to say this because you said it. When you said you have too much respect for yourself to fuck on the iota, the first person I had sex with when I went to college was an iota.
Oh my God. No, not the UPS man.
Listen, basically,
The fucking bro. How my thing is this? Was all the colors gone? How the fuck do you settle on brown and yellow?
I have no idea, but them
Nigga,
niggas.
you could jazz it up and go for like an orange and green or some shit like that.
It was like
Brown and
it was
yellow.
like it was like three of them on our campus.
It was I used to work with this dude named Sherman. Shout out to Sherman. He used to always talk about this dude. He tried to pledge every fraternity, and for some reason none of them would take him. And he finally settled iota, and they took him. And like this mother, he said like he would walk around with them letters like he had the armor of God on him. I'm like, damn, you just
That
want to be
is
a part of something.
that is that's what a lot of them a lot of it is. A lot of them, like, that's why they do it. They just want to be a part of something. It's like, if you don't have that need, like, you really don't really see the purpose
Right.
of doing it. Like,
You have your own personality. You have your
especially if you
own.
I keep going back to, like, at an HBCU, like, there's community, you could find brotherhood. You don't everywhere. There's black men all over the campus. Jamarcus, the communications major, like, whoever, like, you ain't gotta go, like, you can just make friends with him. You ain't gotta, like, it ain't like it's
That,
just only it ain't like it's only 20 y'all together on campus all
yeah.
total. So you gotta find, like, community like that. So that's that's kind of how that is.
All I do want to say, I just really prayers up for that young man's family. But all those men, if I'm talking about from the 9 pledges down to whoever was doing the hitting, it's a lot of people who are about to go to prison. Not only go to prison, but it's a lot of people who are about to go to prison who are not built for prison. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you're
None of
in
them
Tahoe.
are. None of them
You
are.
let me tell you something. As a black boy from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you're told stories about Angola. Angola sounds like the worst place in the fucking world, except when they go for the rodeo. But like Angola it's a literal plantation. In 2025, you're gonna be out here with a fucking gun with gun guards behind your fucking back in a field, all because again y'all would have just gotten hazing, which is bad enough.
uh,
But the fact that y'all try to cover it up, Hiller Moore is going to try to hit y'all with capital murder. Hillary Moore has been the DA in Baton Louise,
Mm.
whatever. Hillary since the early 2000s. Hillary Moore hates you niggas, and that's the other thing about this. We're right now. We're in the wrong time to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, to be fucking
We're
up like
in.
that. Yeah.
We're in. We're under Trump's regime. They're looking for reasons to get rid of us, not just our institutions. They're looking for reasons just to plumb get rid of us.
Right.
And they y'all just hand delivered a group of at least 9 young black men to them that they can just throw into the prison industrial complex. Nothing makes them happier. You're all going to prison.
Gone. And uh, this is kind of off topic, but when you were saying like Angola is country or whatever, this made me think about the culture of like being in the country or whatever. Like my family is from Mississippi or whatever, and I've always worn like like sometimes Wrangler jeans and sometimes cowboy boots and stuff like that.
Wrangler jeans makes everybody ass look good, by the way. As a man, let me tell you something. Get you one pair of Wranglers. I'm telling
And I
you.
was wondering, like, sometimes I find myself like not wearing that stuff anymore because I don't want to feel like I'm in costume for Cowboy Carter.
Listen,
And I want to know if like wearing like flannels and all that type of stuff, if that's like wearing
I
flannel
have a
in a
closet
way.
full of flannel as we speak. Wintertime be my time because I love me a flannel shirt.
But I'm gonna
I'm
be
with
like, fuck it. I'm gonna start back wearing my shit so I don't
I
have to
tell
like.
people all the time, but see, I can't hide nothing because as soon as I open my mouth, you know where I'm from, nigga. I'm country as cousin fucking. I'm not changing for shit. I'm a 40. I'm a 40. I just entered my 40s, and I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. At this age, I'm at boots age. You know, this is when we start incorporating boots into our wardrobe around our 40s.
Listen,
The
I'm
boots
already with
come.
the dad. I'm already with the dad caps.
Listen,
I would
a
throw on a
cowboy
cap.
hat. I got two cowboy hats. That goddamn cloud. Like, I, that
I throw on
aesthetic,
a
like,
cap so bad it don't have to match or go with anything I have on, but I would throw a cap on.
listen, I that, but y'all don't understand. The shit is not only it's sexy as hell. When you see a nigga who is walking firmly in his unclehood, be whatever region he from. I'm from the South, so that manifests itself in boots and has tell that motherfucker to leave the boots on. Thank me. Oh my God. Listen. If you ain't never had boots on your shoulders in your life,
I'm not
I
fucking with you.
I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I guess like I said, peace to that man's family. Hoping his spirit has rest. And I want you motherfuckers to go to jail. I want all you
Yeah,
motherfuckers to go to jail.
listen, I do too. You know what?
Full stop.
We have another topic that we was gonna talk about. Do you? Because we've been going for kind of long. Do you want to save it for next week? You want to go ahead and talk about it?
Shit. It's up to you how you feel.
I think we should save it for next week.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't look. We got the going, but yeah,
We did get to go with.
y'all gonna like y'all gonna like this because again, yeah, it's a couple things we got, but you know, it's sex stuff for all you damn sisters out here listening. Yes, this is gonna be
Listen,
for y'all.
make sure y'all come back next week for all that talk.
But
That's
yeah,
what I
with
said
that,
because
like I said again,
because what I'm saying is I know that we could probably go for another hour on just that alone.
oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It end up super long. The thing is, I'm not doing no two-parter. Ain't nobody doing all the editing. We not splitting nothing down the middle. Like I say,
Listen.
we are we are doing this without editing software. So
But like I said, y'all, make sure y'all subscribe, rate, whatever, like,
hit the
comment,
buttons, make them agree.
hit the buttons. Yes, we're gonna bring you a fully curated, produced show with a title, all that stuff is coming, y'all. But we just decided we was gonna get on here and like start talking shit
Yeah,
before
this
we
this is the exercise portion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this like the workout part of this whole thing.
exactly.
So but yeah, bigger, better. We coming, all that, and yeah. Till next time,
All
y'all
right.
stay
Bye
solid.
y'all. Bye.
Bye.